Welcome to Kyle Lab, presented by AgKnocks. My name is Tom Ag, and I'm joined by Billy, Agjack, and Shrek. And the Aggie sports world is crumbling before our eyes in one of the most horrific ways we could have ever imagined. But we're in the tournament.
Can you not start it in that fucking bitch
That's
house,
why. What's
please?
up?
Can we?
We deserve death, bro. We deserve nothing.
Welcome to Kyle Lab, presented by AgKnocks. My name is Tom Ag, and I'm joined by Billy, Agjack, and Shrek. And the Aggie sports world is crumbling before our eyes in one of the most horrific ways that we could have imagined.
So many things wrong with this program, this athletic department right now. We're getting big broed every step of the way, everywhere we look, in every sport. It's starting to set in like the feeling of being an Aggie.
Yeah, all the stop being a hater, Aggie support Aggies comments out there. Like it's also tiresome, bro. Like who fucking cares anymore? I'm just numb.
I mean, yeah, Tom and Agjack are just like permanent sky is falling. Like, when have we how many times have we been higher than a 4 seed in the NCAA tournament? Once, maybe. I mean, it's just like, but we're crying because we lost a fucking meaningless game to Texas in the SEC tournament. Meaningless.
It wasn't
literally
meaningless.
Meant
It
nothing.
got them in the tournament.
I don't care. We're not playing them. That's what I'm saying. It's like if you will continue to be little brother if you act like a fucking little brother. That is the overwhelming sentiment.
We'll continue being
The sky's
little
not
brother.
falling. It's literally the middle of the baseball season. We have a winning record. I guess that counts for something.
God.
And yeah, I mean, obviously we're not the number one team, but like, dude, we're in the tournament. We're dancing. Got a good matchup, kind of. Not really, but like good enough.
It's a bunch of coping, dude. It's a bunch of coping. We are little brother every step of the way. I wanted to fight it. This was the year we were supposed to come out and show them that we weren't little brother and step on them and make a statement. We were primed. We have the money. We have the resources. We have the athletic department. We thought we had the talent, and they dunked on us in every single sport. They stole our baseball coach, which has clearly worked out for them. Baseball is a disaster now, and Texas is playing way better than last year. Our basketball coach, there's rumors that he's going to go to Texas. We'll get into that a little bit later. They beat us to get into the tournament and end our SEC tournament hopes. We went 1-2 against them. We were up by 20 at halftime, and they came back and beat us earlier in the season. And then football is just football. We don't even have to talk about that. It's
Football's
just
perfect.
so bleak. Go ahead.
So let's just look at the actual things besides the crying again in a meaningless game. Like, do those fucking matchups with Arkansas? Like, who cares, right? Like, we've had number 3 seed twice in our 138 years as a program, right? 2007, 2016. So this is our third highest seed ever that we're declaring the sky falling for.
All right, I would just like to say that I think Agjack's being a little dramatic here, but
Even though he agreed with me every step of the way before this. But go ahead. Please make your point to the audience.
I'm pretty sure that Agjack probably has like a secret OnlyFans page where like Longhorn fans pay him to just like cry about being a little brother.
It's honestly
gives them some content to jerk it to real quick. Like, oh, these Aggie tears are so delicious. Thank you, Agjack.
Dude, that's
$4. Give me some more.
He's like an Orange Bloods plant. It's crazy. It's like an industry plant that he's like, dude, like we're so.
Are you the Bobby Altoff of fucking A&M Sports, bro?
It's just having a finger on the pulse, being realistic about what's happening right now.
okay.
If I was being a sunshine pumper right now, you guys would be the opposite, and you'd be like, "This is terrible. We're in a horrible spot." All three of you would be like, "You're always so positive. It's ridiculous. You're like this about all your teams." And then if I shit on the team, you're like, "You're always so negative about your team. Have some hope. Enjoy your life. Stop being so negative." Fuck y'all.
The difference is that we're all on the train with you on this team. Watching you be sunshine pumping your other shitty teams is vastly different.
No, I don't.
There's just there's a middle ground. Like, let's just rewind.
It's called being a fan.
Of the season. The first football season, first game, we said, what if we go on a Georgia-like run and win 3 national championships? To which I said, why don't we relax? And
I said that?
Yes, go back to the tape. Okay, I mean, it was there. It's absolutely there. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, we're the number 4 seed in the tournament in like a pretty winnable region. But like, here we are crying because we lost an SEC game, and the team was in the fucking play-in. They haven't even made the tournament yet. Anyways, let's talk about it.
I actually agree with you that if like they do well, they could go far in the tournament. And it's a 50-50 thing, Jack. You're pissed off because baseball fucking sucks right now. Basketball cooled the fuck off at the end of the season. They still
We
have
beat the number one team in the country like the last week of the season.
We lost like 5 of our last 7 games of the season, though. That's the Aggie way. So that's what I'm saying to you guys.
So are you saying we had another Zach Calzada moment? Is that what you're doing?
No, because this is dog shit. Because earlier in the season, when I was pumping Buzz up and I was saying this team is good, and I was saying all year this team could lose to anybody and beat anybody, and I still believe that, but they're not consistent enough to go win 6 games or 5 games or whatever it is in a row. They're not. No matter who they play, they're not consistent enough to do that. So that's why we're ultimately over here like, okay, this is our peak with Buzz, with seniors. We know what it is. We know what they practice. They're not practicing fucking free throws. I can tell you that. They're not recruiting enough talent. They have a lot of heart. They play a good defense. But, I mean, your best scorer of all time, your best player of all time, takes some of the worst shots I've ever seen. He's like a little fat midget Harden. And it's like the worst version of James Harden when he got like bad towards the end of the Rocket stuff. Like that is what Wade Taylor is. So
I'm just gonna put it out there. I might put a lot of money on Wade Taylor, like 25 points after the.
I don't disagree with that because he'll go off randomly.
But like that's the tournament. That's the whole point of like March Madness is like it would be fun to go on a run. Am I saying in any way that I think we have a realistic chance to win it all? No.
But you're twisting what I'm saying. I'm not talking about just basketball. It's a state of the entire Aggie organization, everything. It feels terrible. Everything feels terrible because of the stuff with baseball, because of the way that basketball season ended, because of how football feels, the direction that football feels it's going.
I mean,
there's a lot of different reasons.
Let's talk about one thing at a time. Do we start basketball or do you want to start with baseball?
Yeah, obviously we start basketball.
Well, no, we should get into we're going to do basketball all together because we're going to do the tournament and the game preview. So let's talk about all the shit that's going wrong right now. Baseball.
Start with baseball.
Start with baseball because the last time we were on the podcast, this team was number 1 in the country. They were going to walk to the College World Series final. They were going to walk. They're ass.
They are, bro.
Bro, but that's the thing. Like, I don't even give a fuck about baseball. Like, we were the number 1 team in the nation, was not moved at all. We lost and are horrible. Genuinely am not a little bit, like, sad to, like, oh, that's classic, you know. But outside of that, like, who fucking cares? But anyway.
It was an opportunity to win a major national championship, which we haven't done since World War II.
Yeah, but nothing is fucking given in this sport. Like, it's fucking retarded in any sport. Like, you have to earn that shit. And obviously, they thought that they were just going to be able to just jump on right back. Like, you look at the Georgia teams that repeated. You look at how hard they say it is to three-peat. Like, all these teams, unless you fucking got Kevin Durant and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson that made it look like it was fucking anything, just nothing.
Okay.
Like, all these teams have to, like, reinforce themselves, reinvent themselves. Look at the Eagles. They had to come back. They were the same but different. Like, they fucking lost in the Super Bowl, had to refigure out some of the things that they were missing, and now they had the greatest defense in the fucking league, the best rushing game in the league, and they had the tush push. So it's like they weren't one-dimensional anymore. Like, and that's the thing. With baseball, it just felt like it was like, oh, we got the fucking greatest guys. Jace Laviolette's going to be the number 1 pick. You can fucking put Jack, you can put Shrek in there to coach. Doesn't fucking matter. They're going to walk to the College World Series, and obviously that's not the fucking case.
I mean, we lost basically our entire coaching staff. Have an unproven first-year coach that's in an insane situation with the most pressure possible on him of being the number 1 preseason like ranking. Like, this should be expected. Like, if we miss a regional, sure, like let's talk about it. Like, let's be pissed. But like, realistically, I don't give a shit about our pre-conference schedule in baseball.
We are already in conference.
I know we got swept by Bama. I'm aware.
Okay,
But
but I
like,
will say this. So 6 of the 9 guys in the lineup against Bama were not here last year. So it's almost a completely different team. We still have some stars from last year. Early is a fucking idiot. Genuinely. He relies on quote unquote analytics. The other day against Alabama in game 1, he took out, or top of the 9th inning, first pitcher gets the guy out. So we have 1 out top of the 9th inning, brings in a new pitcher. That guy goes in, gets the out. We have 2 outs. He brings in another new pitcher, Brutus. The next 2 pitches Brutus throws are home runs to Bama. The guy just doesn't know ball. He only relies on the numbers. He
it's
does.
almost like we lost our pitching coach that was supposed to be really good. Like those are kinks that we're going to have to work out. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah, I hear you,
like
but
when Nick Saban got fired, it wasn't not to any way say Schlossnagle was Nick Saban. But let's take Washington as an example. That's a better example, right? DeBoer leaves, right? They're still like, okay, like Washington could still put a team together. They were fucking ass. They're
no, but
ass.
we retained a big chunk of our staff. Like they were
I know,
familiar
like,
with the way things were going in the
what I'm saying
operation.
is like it's still like it's just not you don't just walk to the national championship when you get a new coach because it's like you have the same talent. Like college coaching, especially in baseball, counts for a lot. So we'll see if early's it. I mean, I think obviously it's disappointing results, but if he responds to it, if he can pull it out of the fire, I think that's what you look for in a coach, for sure. But if
And
he's
by
I don't-
respond to it, you mean make the regional, hopefully get a
And make
berth
a
to
run.
College
super
World
regional,
Series. Yeah.
super regional should be like minimum.
See, that's the thing. If they can get in and if they can figure it out towards the end of the season, nobody's going to want to play them. And they can actually, they'll be talented enough to do it. But it's like right now it feels super fucking desperate and bad because we're about to go into SEC play already having this record and already having, I mean, what last night they played Corpus Christi or whatever, and they gave up like 7 runs in the first 4 innings or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So hold on. Imagine this scenario. Texas is in prime position to host a regional. We beat them in one of the last games that gets us to scrape into a regional in a different regional. Do you think they'd be like, fuck, dude, they stomped on our shit again? No. They'd be like, oh, I mean, whatever. Congrats on like the meaningless win. Like, we're going to go host our regional though. Like, good luck to y'all. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, you can't have the, like, oh, let's go, Roy. Like,
Yeah, but the reality is the reason we act that way is because they beat us at everything and they're better than us at everything and they do this to us.
that's how you feel. That is how you feel, bro. But like,
I don't know how else there is to feel with any of this shit. Like if you want to pretend you're unbothered by it on record, that's cool. But we're all bothered by this.
sure,
It's
like it's a
fucking
rivalry
the
game,
worst.
and it's like, okay, cool. Like I've moved on. Like I'm like not melting down and losing confidence in the team as a whole because it's like, oh fuck, dude.
Well, I mean, that's why people are saying, "Oh, they're going to move to the Big Ten," is because they know that we're
It's
just
like
getting
not-
clowned.
That's just not happening.
I don't think
Anyways.
it's going to happen either, but it gets talked about a lot, and it's embarrassing.
After the football game last year, I genuinely had to like take a step back and be like, I don't genuinely hate these people, do I? Like I just hate the idea of them.
So the reason, in my opinion, though, the reason the football game was different was because we had the shot to go to the SEC title game, play ourselves into the playoff, right? That was the difference. Is like that game ended our season. It could have ended theirs in the same way, more than likely, right? But we didn't. Right? So that's where that game was like truly like, I don't even know if we got little brother, but like it was a big rivalry game that we had a lot of like hopes on that we just did not win, and it ended our season, which was fucking ass.
Scoring 0 points at home is getting
Yes.
little brother.
And humiliated. Well, we got out coached in the grossest way. We won't get into the football. Like obviously that was traumatic for all of us, but I don't know.
I think the opposite because I think football was a game we were not supposed to win and we were like underdogs, even though we were at home and all that stuff. We were underdogs in that game.
My God.
For basketball, it's like we're supposed to take care of business, bro. We're supposed to knock them the fuck out of the tournament. How is this ridiculous? We're supposed to knock them out of the tournament. We're supposed to be number 1 in baseball, and then we just crumble. We crumble below them.
You're the spreadsheet god, dude. You are Michael Early of taking these spreads and doing all that. Like real sports does not work like that.
Okay.
Like what Vegas
I don't know
says
what
the
else to
line
say.
is. Like go ahead and follow the Vegas lines. Take all the Vegas favorites for the next 3 weeks.
That's
see how
not, but
that
that's
goes
not what I'm
for you.
saying. It's not the actual spreads themselves. It's just like the feeling of, okay, we're an underdog. Like we've got nothing to lose. Like that's what they would tell them in the locker room. No one believes in you. Go get it. Fuck it. But like when you're supposed to win and then you lose, it's worse.
See, but that's the thing. Like in sports, like nobody's supposed to win. When you're at that high level of a thing, like those players are just as fucking good as you most times. Like it's
Are
different
you
what
just
you.
saying SEC football, or are we saying a 1 seed versus 16 seed on Thursday?
No, like that.
I'm
That's the whole
talking.
point of March
Yeah,
Madness. Though.
that's
That shit happens. Like it's not like, oh my god, bro. Like how could that 3 seed like lose? It's like, damn, that like 14 seed had a crazy game. That was nuts that they pulled off the upset.
Cameron Kurtwig fucking didn't shave his mustache and went off for 20 and 10.
Right,
Now
like shit
only
happens.
Chicago's in the Final Four.
No, but what I would say though is like I just feel like our basketball team doesn't respond well to being favorites, and like
No.
frankly, we had nothing to play for. Whether it was knocking them out of the tournament, sure, but like again, I don't think to the current athletes, especially in like this NIL transfer era shit, that like I don't think the rivalries really mean a lot to them. I think it means a lot more to students, but they're probably like, whatever, dude, like it's just another game. I'm sure football is
It
probably
matters.
different because it's more I mean, obviously it matters, right? But it's like not like they're like, fuck, let's end their season when it's like it's a meaningless SEC tournament game when it's like, okay, like we're already guaranteed in, no problem. We're a high seed. Let's just like get in and get out. Stay healthy.
Well, we'll find out against Yale tomorrow. So
I mean, we're saying the same shit. You guys are just disagreeing with the words that are coming out of my mouth because you want to. But anyways, cherry on top for football. Today, Elko confirmed to the media that Micah Hudson is not enrolled at A&M anymore, which we already knew that was happening. But he didn't even go back to Texas Tech. He entered the portal again. So it's like, what happened there? He came to College Station for 2 weeks and he was like, fuck this, I'm out.
it's definitely a money thing, 100%.
No, I think he's just a head case. The kid's just nuts. Best of luck to him. Wish him the best. But like, clearly, like that's not. If you're hoping to go to the next level, like then I'd be like, "Whoa, it looks like you transferred 3 times in 2 years. Like, seems like you're pretty solid." Like, that's just not. It's not what's gonna do him well in the future. So it sounds like they were Texas Tech people were saying there was already some shit going on with him. That's why he transferred. So I don't know. I don't think we're like Concepcion is putting all of my eggs in that basket. Personally, I think he's him.
There were reports that other players are already like gravitating towards him and he's like going to be one of the dogs. I like Colin Klein, whatever. We'll talk about it next year. Let's focus on basketball. So overall, basketball season, obviously like relative success, maybe not the way that it ended. It wasn't like perfect and great, but there is, like we're saying, there's an opportunity to make a run. And if you make a run, you can forget all the bullshit because we did play in one of the best conferences in the history of college basketball this year in this SEC, which could go either way. It's either that we were overrated because we were battle tested and we won some games early, or we're a little underrated and we're so battle tested that we're going to run through this tournament up until the second weekend at the very least. What do you guys think?
I think if we beat Yale, like I think we should, like if we just handle business against Yale,
Oh God, handle business.
the rest of the fucking time
Stand on business.
until Auburn, we got it. So we got an easy road to the Sweet 16. Just win the first game.
I don't think Auburn's going to be in that spot, but I hear what you're saying.
I mean, it's not whoever it is.
I don't think I like our chances just on our matchup. It depends on who wins that Michigan UCSD game. I think that'll be a really exciting game to watch. If you told me at the beginning of the year that we'd be 22-10, 4 seed in the tournament, I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, dude! Sounds like we had a dope year. Hell yeah, I'm good." And we'll see. I mean, Papadopoulos or whatever his name is on Yale is giving me flashbacks of same dude from Yale last year, or what's his name, Funk from Penn State. It doesn't feel good, that's for sure. But if UCSD wins and they're like not as good as everyone's saying they are, I think we could squeeze by. But if we play Michigan, I hate that matchup personally.
Did y'all see that game winner that Michigan got? I think it was
Like
in
the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah.
So.
It was like 3 seconds left. They almost blew it. And dude, point guard ticket coast to coast with like 2.7 seconds left. Got a left hand layup with like 0.2 seconds left. It was pretty impressive.
I just don't know if like they've got huge size down low, and like I just don't see us matching up well with that. That's my. I don't
Don't
know.
they shoot like 40 or 50% from three too?
Wait, who? Yale or Michigan?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's talking about Michigan.
yeah, we were talking Michigan. I mean, I don't pretend that I've even remotely watched Yale basketball, but I know
Yes,
they
they're
are.
good 3-point shooters.
Yeah, they have one white dude who's wet. He's a bucket.
I mean, that's what all these games come down to is just like if these little teams are just absolutely wet. And I think there have been way more upsets over the past few years because of the fact that now kids are growing up like everybody can shoot from like a very young age because that's just like the culture of basketball. So now it's like you can just have those games where everyone's on fire and you can beat anybody. So you can't keep that up, but there are going to be more upsets in the first two rounds because of it. For A&M, it's so up and down with Buzz. Like there are moments where you're like, fuck yeah, these guys are they're so hard nosed defensively. They battle, they get rebounds, all this shit. But I heard a quote from Buzz a couple weeks ago where they asked him like it was mid game and one of the reporters goes up to him and is like, how do you feel like you guys haven't gotten as many offensive rebounds as you usually have right now? And he's like, well, we only lead the league in offensive rebounds because we take terrible shots. And I was like, oh my God. So like, what are we good at? We're just like hustling, but we just take bad shots and play decent defense. So it's like, it's the same thing for us. If we're hot, if Wade Taylor can get to the line and make some threes, and he's going to take some terrible shots because he always does. But if they fall, then we'll win. But if not, we can literally lose to Yale very, very easily. And that's why everyone's picking against us on Thursday.
I personally love.
I love that. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was just say I love it that there's like the 23% of brackets have us getting upset. That's where again I feel like it's like pitch the underdog play. Everybody says Yale's gonna win. This like dude Papadopoulos is gonna splash on us. Whatever. That feels like the perfect way for us to win and be like, we told you so. Like obviously we knew that, but then it's like not impressive because it's a 13 seed, which is whatever it is, right? That's fine, but. I like our chances to win. I think we get out of there pretty comfortably, actually, is my official score prediction. I'm going to say 65-54.
It feels like the total game. I feel like this happens every year where it's like every talking head, every pundit is like locked in on one upset where they're all like, yeah, dude, like that's the one. Like that's the 13-4 for sure, dude. And then everyone picks it in their bracket because they hear it. And then you start watching the game. You're like, why the fuck did I pick this team? Like they're ass. And I agree. I think that's what it's going to be like in this game. Honestly, that Michigan matchup, we can talk about it when we get there. We'll have another like quick pod. Hopefully that's tough. Hopefully it's a San Diego.
Hey,
matchup.
are we gonna get a post game pod if Yale just wets on us and hits fucking 23s?
We'll probably need to take another minute because Texas will probably be in the Sweet 16. But yeah, I mean, I think
what do you got?
70.
We're gonna score 75 points. You nuts?
Why not? God,
I'm gonna go 69-68 Yale.
Are we writing this down?
Should be, bro.
I'm going to go
Hold on. Slow down. What did I say?
72-74. I'm going to go Yale.
75-74 Yale.
72-74 Yale.
Jesus. Sounds terrible.
What was Billy's?
65, great defense, smothering defense, and an off night for the Greek god that they've hyped him up to be.
Okay, so then
again?
I just looked it up. It's like not Papadopoulos, but it's similar.
yeah, no, it's like Pakadou.
It's hold on, Pulakidas, John Pulakidas.
That's gonna be
Probably won't hear it much. We should be good.
All right, let's quick like talking about our team though. As much as like Wade Taylor we go with Wade Taylor because he's the only one who can create his own shot. So it's like
cook.
Yeah, I was about to say Phelps is.
Oh yeah, Zurich too. Which helps, which definitely helps on this run because we don't have like I feel like every tournament game that we lose is like Wade Taylor just scores like 7 points and we're like, what the fuck? I don't know. I love Solomon Washington. He just like absolutely yams on someone or like blocks the shit out of someone every game. Anderson Garcia is still GOAT.
Clutch.
And Manny Obaseki gets unleashed in March, bro.
Manny Obaseki's been wild.
And Pharrell Payne, that's like our
Hey.
NBA guy.
Facts. That's the talent we've been recruiting. Just saying, bro.
But we don't get him the ball enough, bro. He should be like the main thing.
Maybe
he's
Buzz
also
has been,
fucking
dude, like maybe he's just been holding out on like our real strategy for like just.
Bro, he's also fucking Shaq at the free throw line, dude.
Everybody on the team is. Let's talk about that.
I think Farrell Payne is like 57%. I was watching the last game.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So we were one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the country. I think we were the worst free throw shooting team in the SEC. If that doesn't get figured out in the tournament, that is absolutely going to be the reason we lose. 100%.
Yeah, they're not going to figure that out in 2 days, dude, or in fucking 16 hours.
They might.
You never know. Free throws are easy.
Yeah. Hey, fucking whoever gets the worst bracket has to film themselves shooting 10 free throws on the live stream.
I would say for those that don't know, a little just like background of the pod. In college, AgJack was actually selected to do the shooting contest on the floor at Reed Arena.
Talked about that.
The gracious person who selected him went 0 for 10. Did you make one? No. I don't even know if you hit rim. Genuinely, maybe once. But it was like at least 8 air balls short front rim.
Wait, did you practice too? Tell me you practiced.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
That was a problem. I went to the rec and shot 50% in the morning, and then I was cooked, and Calipari was breathing down my neck.
Yeah, Kentucky game. Coach Cal was locked in on the contest. Didn't even get a fucking Chick-fil-A coupon. But the point of that is, well, sometimes when the lights are bright, it's hard for the kids from a small school. So maybe Yale, the moment will be too big for them. Is kind of
all right. Let's move off this game. Favorite upset picks of the first round, guys. Let's be the talking.
What are we counting as an upset? 13 or 12?
No, it just has to be a lower seed, I think.
Yeah, like don't do an 8-9. Like don't be gay.
Whoa.
VCU.
So that's gonna be my pick, but I agree with that.
VCU. Who are they playing?
The boys, Virginia Commonwealth University. They're playing BYU, bro.
I thought BYU was good this year.
That's why it's a great upset pick.
All right, so if Tom already took that, though, you have to pick a different one.
I'm gonna go with Grand Canyon over Maryland. They got Jesus on their side, bro.
Great.
That's great. Big. I'm gonna go UNC over Ole Miss. Made me eat my money last night, which was lame.
It also, the whole UNC thing was the exact. Also, UNC's favored in that game, like spread wise. Just weird side note, but UNC, the whole thing where they basically said that they didn't deserve to make the tournament, and everyone was aggressive about it all day long, and then they won by 40 last night or whatever. They were up by 40 last night. That's the exact example that we need to pull into this A&M Yale game, where it's like everyone's saying we're going to lose. We're going to go dominate. Same thing. Everybody's always wrong. They just fucking echo chamber sheep bullshit. I'm taking Lipscomb against Iowa State. Iowa State struggled to end the year. What?
Mascot.
Lips.
I couldn't tell you. Do you know?
I have no idea. I'm just asking.
So Iowa State ended the season really poorly. If it wasn't for A&M like flaming out the way that they did, I feel like people would be talking about this upset a lot more.
They're the
Lipscomb
Bison.
The Bison shoot the shit out of the ball. Iowa State's got one of their players is hurt. I'm feeling like they're a week 3 seed. I'm feeling.
Were they the ones that their best players hurt? I heard about that. I wasn't sure.
I think it's one of their best players.
Sheesh. Let's go.
So whatever, yeah. Lipscomb.
Damn.
Lipscomb.
Just quick plug. Make sure to drop y'all's bracket in the AgKnocks Bracket Challenge. Want to make sure people know ball. So if you know ball, time is now to show it.
If you're listening.
Late in travel,
if you listen to this podcast and think these dudes are fucking dumbasses, they don't know shit about ball, prove it.
Show us, pussy.
Fact.
If you get a perfect bracket, AgJack will give you a dead person's house.
That's facts.
I thought you were going to say something else. So Last night, did you guys watch the first 4 games or tonight?
I watched
Have
the
you?
first.
So every season when they have like the cut to commercial, like where it's repeats the same thing over and over again, it's like a song they pick or like a musician. This year it's Lady Gaga, and it's awful. It's like extremely zesty to where it's like uncomfortably zesty, like RuPaul Drag Race type shit. So just get used to that. Get ready. It's gonna be a long weekend.
They didn't go with Bad Romance. They didn't bring that back.
I think it's a new song.
Oh wait, that's Poker Face. My bad. That's on me. Hand up.
All right, Final Four predictions. What we got, boys? Who we pulling out of the South bracket?
South. Let me pull up my bracket. Which one is the South? Which is the 1 seed? No, that's Midwest. That's our region.
It's
Okay.
ours. Yeah,
Yes.
sorry.
I saw one clip of this player. Don't know his name, but I had seen enough. That dude from Michigan State is a fucking baller. He's like baby LeBron, mixed with Zion a little bit. Again, have no idea what his name is. Michigan State's easily clearing our region.
Interesting.
See, I see Michigan State as like an us. They'll never make it.
That's
just
just
fact.
completely. That's wrong. It's just completely untrue.
They have
Fun
made
fact:
it.
Michigan State actually played in the first college football playoff ever. 2014.
Yeah, didn't
I
you
was
go?
there. It was fucking ass. They lost 30-3 to Alabama.
They like fired their coach the next year.
Yeah, it sucked. But like they made it. I mean, also they've won a national championship in basketball.
Should we just go one pick from each? Like each one of us gets one of the pieces of the bracket instead of everybody having a full final.
I like that.
I mean, we can, or we can go both. I don't know.
Take a lot of extra talking head status.
I guess so, but what I don't agree with Bill.
Give me Duke.
Dude,
All right, so I guess Tom has the East.
All right, is this just going to be a national champion type thing now?
Duke is winning it all. There's no question, no doubt in my mind, even in
Nope.
the slightest.
Nope.
Cooper Flag is a fucking baller.
I mean, that's true. But
Can't wait till he's on the Spurs, bro.
Dude, I know AgJack is just squirming here, Duke, but like,
yeah, I mean, I fucking hate them.
they're so good. They're so fucking
That's
But they always choke. They always choke. Except I found out that Shire was a Jew, so I was like, damn.
damn. Gotta hate
Gotta
Kanye.
stick
girl.
together.
Yeah, he controls the media.
You gonna split some unleavened bread afterwards?
I'm just waiting for the text from my mom. Did you know the Duke coach was Jewish?
What is she
And
talking
I'll be like, God damn it, Mom, you know I hate Duke. Why?
Okay, who's taking Midwest versus West?
I'll take West. I'm gonna go Florida.
Is this
That's
like pick
easy.
the 1 seed? Like, what are we doing here, guys?
Hey,
Yeah, this is why I wanted to do all 4 so that there'd be some
I'm the only
type-
one who didn't pick a fucking 1 seed so far.
Dude,
So
I
whatever.
had the fucking East, bro.
I mean, you're right. Duke, like you had to pick Duke.
All right, fuck it. To make it fun, I won't take Houston. Houston's very good. I'm going to take Clemson in the Midwest. I think Clemson has 2 very good big white guys. And if they get on a roll and figure it out, they're going to be tough to beat. They could go on a little like NC State type run with their little fatty guy from last year.
It is White Guy March. It is White Guy March.
Give me Clemson. But I was just trying to make that fun. I would probably take Houston or Tennessee.
Houston's gonna be the first 1 seed out. Easy.
Bro. U of H
All right.
is like constantly dominant. Them boys
So
are
that's
right.
our joint Final Four. Michigan State, Florida, Duke, and Clemson.
Sounds reasonable. I bet there's not a lot of Final Fours that got that out there.
All right, so what?
I want to expose my bracket.
Cringe Fest, what's cooking? Anything?
Oh, I've got something cooking. It's big. Tomorrow is my buddy's 30th birthday, and we are rolling to. We were going to go to Vegas, but apparently Vegas is extremely crowded on the first day of March Madness. So we are going
Yeah,
to.
usually.
We're going to Scottsdale for just one day, not even spending the night. Just go truly gamble it out, play a little golf, come back. Should be legendary. Casinos are going to be a movie, and I'm planning to launch one nuclear missile that I've kept back from my favorite upset picks, but we'll see. See how
You're
it
not
goes.
spending the night in Scottsdale?
Nah. 10 p.m. flight back.
I don't mind that actually. It's
Tactical
nice.
mission.
That's kind of crazy.
It's kind of like
Dude.
just like a late night. You know, that's it.
Only
What
bad
time in the
breakers
morning
and
are
all-
you gonna get there?
We land at 8.
So that's like basically like 9 to like 7:30 or 8 is how long you have?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't leave for the airport that early, but yeah, it's gonna be sick. Prayers up. If I lose, I'll change my flight to the earlier flight. But whatever, I'll kill myself,
Wow.
Video it.
dude. I would. If I was gonna, I would be like, at least get some content out of it.
Yeah, you gotta live stream that shit, bro. Is that the Foti?
Yeah, the Greek. He's definitely gonna be rooting for the Greek dude. I'm sure. I'm
Yeah, he'll be
expecting some
super.
tense for the A&M game.
He rooting for Texas basketball?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's keep rolling. Let's see. Cringe Fest. I think ever since our last podcast, there's been like 18 plane crashes or plane mishaps. Does Tom have a conspiracy theory about this? Oh, the JFK files too.
So yeah, the JFK files, whatever was in it, let's just say they didn't release all of them, or at least they don't. It just seems like bullshit at this point. But it basically says the CIA did it. There was a small coup inside the CIA that put this together. And then one guy found out, like he was shot and killed, and he said that it was a small group of people in the CIA who executed the Clinton shooting.
You said the Clinton shooting?
Or not the Clinton shooting. Clinton was involved. So.
Are you leaking other conspiracies? How was Clinton involved? It was like the 70s.
They're naming it the Clinton shooting, as in like he orchestrated it. It's like Dr. Seuss
You're saying
shooting.
No, bro, it was Hillary.
Hillary orchestrated it in the 70s? No way.
It's just a deep conspiracy, bro. I'm just saying. If you know, you know. But yeah, it basically just said the CIA did it, and there's probably not going to be anything that comes of it. So, whatever.
I feel like they just waited for the last dude to die, and they're like, all right, cool. Release it. Release the files. It's wild.
That's a shitty
Okay.
conspiracy, bro. The French president's wife being his dad is a better conspiracy.
Facts. And like trans
Yeah.
dad.
That's fucking crazy. What?
You never heard that?
You know what? You're gonna have to go see it for yourself, bro. Because we could talk about that for the next 40 minutes.
And they said they were paying off that like Candace Owens chick they were like, we'll give you like 400,000 and like 50K a month to stop reporting on this like president shit.
Fuck yeah. Dude.
Yeah. So basically the current president's dad, when he was like 15, like went trans, and then like,
Ugh.
I don't know if he like disassociated from their family or whatever, but he somehow ended up marrying his son as the trans woman. And is now like the first lady of France. So yeah, pretty wild.
Wild shit.
Wow.
Hey, I fuck with you, Billy. You stand on business, bro.
Facts. It's a little bit more believable than Hillary Clinton orchestrating a shooting 50 years ago, and she was probably like 25. I don't even think she had met. She's probably Hillary Rodham still. She probably had.
Happy birthday to this future president. Okay, that's all I've got. Do you guys have anything else?
Anything else cringe?
All right, let's do War Room.
Jack, introduce your topic, dude. You're hype about this one.
No, this is a fine topic.
Where's the ad read, bro?
Fuck.
Let's all right, yeah, go for it. Just read it. Just don't even think.
Sorry, I had to find it on the piece of paper, bro. Collab is brought to you by Layden Travel. Ready to leave the country depending on... Oh, no. Gotta cut it out. We're just sponsored by Layden Travel. Let's get in the War Room.
What more could they ask for, honestly? They're going to be thrilled with that.
Anyways, a War Room this week. Things that make you mad, like March Madness, or upset, like March Madness upsets.
Like an upset, like a favored team losing to a lower seed?
Yeah, kind of like that. Shrek is up first this week.
Things that make me mad, right, or upset. Since my wife doesn't listen to this podcast, I'm going to go ahead and take a 1-1. Basically, like, whenever you get in an argument with your significant other and then they bring up old shit. Like something that has nothing to do with the current argument.
Like when she caught you banging that goat?
Hey, man, I'm just saying, bro, that's one of those that, I mean, what are you supposed to do in that situation?
You're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like it's like I thought you forgave me for that like 4 years ago.
That's like their final grenade, like as they're dying on the ground.
Yeah, like they know they're losing, so they're just like, "Oh, you want me to be mad? Well, I wasn't mad when." and then it's
No, I feel like
just
it's crying. I feel like the tears is like the secret weapon where you're just like, all right, like I just can't. I can't.
Doesn't
Say
that get you bricked up, Billy?
what?
The tear?
I'm gonna hit after maybe, bro. Sheesh.
Tom, you're up.
Trying to think of something. Whenever somebody sends me like a Microsoft Teams or a Slack message to do something that's exactly in my job description to do, but they just like send it to me and I have to take care of it and I have to work during like working hours, I fucking hate that.
Damn.
So having to go above and beyond.
No, I think it's just.
No, I think he makes just meeting his actual job requirements.
Meeting job requirements. Cool. All right. It's me, and then Billy gets back to back. I'm going to go with slow internet. Just really pisses you off. Like when you're trying to get something done,
What
or
are
you're
you
trying to
get
like
done?
read something.
What are you trying
You're
to
trying
watch?
to just anything. It could be anything.
Something
Whether
about
it's
buffering,
work related.
you're saying?
With slow internet, bro.
It interrupts the Torah sessions, bro.
Buffering, slow internet, pages not loading, holding you back from doing something at work you don't want to do, or whatever it may be. But that just it grinds my gears.
Love that.
What is it holding you back from completing or finishing? Just be more specific if you can.
Like if you're trying to do something, like what do you mean? If
Like
we're
let's say
doing
you're in the middle of your show and your shit starts buffering.
What kind of
Yeah.
show?
Oh, and that shit just sticks on like 25%.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Like that drives people.
You know what actually sucks though is YouTube TV when you're on like the road in a car or just like out and about and you're like in the passenger seat trying to watch a basketball game and it's just like skipping like or when you're jerking off and your porn doesn't work.
There it is. Attaboy. Hi, Miss Wexler.
Hey, Mexicans finally got fiber internet, bro. So it made a big difference. We're very happy
Let's
around
go.
these parts now.
You really came up.
All right, Billy.
I'm just gonna go in a similar, not really similar, but when this actually drives me fucking insane. When people feel the need to immediately text after any type of play has happened, when in the era of internet TV, you are probably a second behind. So I get the text message, oh my God, what a catch, or like that was, or fuck that, whatever, anything. Drives me absolutely insane when I'm trying to watch a game where it's preferably is not watched via text message.
Get your bread up and fix your fucking bandwidth, dog.
Like you're saying, dude, slow internet, man. I guess that shit really really hits different. But for some reason my text message internet is not slow enough. Then the same thing for
I wish CowDog was here so he could defend DirecTV or Spectrum or whatever the hell he uses.
It would be
dude, he is keeping cable in business single-handedly. Absolutely.
He would be like, I got to pay for these new services to get my Rangers games now.
Facts.
Can't watch the Mavs.
All right. My second pick is going to be kind of niche, but I think it makes sense. If you like ever wake up in the middle of the night to like take a piss or something, and then you like stub your toe on something in the room, so much so that it's very difficult to then go back to sleep after you've taken the piss, that pisses me off. That upsets me, you could say. Big upset from the object in the room.
Reasonable.
Because then you're pissed about having that you can't fall back asleep. And it just gets worse.
Yeah. I don't hate that. I'm struggling to think of a good one right now. People that annoy you. I know it, but I don't want to say it.
Jesus Christ.
That can be an honorable mention.
No, I don't
No,
think it should be.
you have to put that.
What about being a little brother in every sport?
Yeah. Like you know what you could do is actually just like watching any type of team that you root for. I feel like that upsets you.
I mean, yeah, if you were living my life, that would upset you too.
Hey, when's the last time you felt joy in a sport? The North Carolina championship?
Well, Bryce's 5 touchdowns was pretty solid.
Oh my god. Versus a natty? Dude, you're stupid.
A&M beating LSU was great
That was probably the last time I felt A&M related joy.
until our friend called us after that game. Billy knows. Yeah, being little bro sucks. That makes me so mad.
You should try not being a little bro. That would probably help.
We should get Jay Sternberger on this one so he can just say that UT Mangler makes him mad.
Isn't that guy like out for the count?
Oh, is that the one that went to jail?
Yeah,
Or no, it's the other one, not UT
Angry
Mangler.
Bevo.
Angry Bevo's the other one.
He went to jail
Yeah,
for what?
For
he
allegedly
like beat his wife.
beating his wife and the guy that she was talking to.
Chris Beard stan, I see.
Yep, that's a guy who cares a little bit about his team too much.
All right.
I've been trying to think of one, bro, and the only one that I could really come up with is whenever you're on the highway and someone's going 10 under.
Okay.
Valid.
At this point, especially in Austin, Austin's not like Dallas or Houston. People do
Do you want
not
me to write
chill
that
out.
in as Asians on the graphic?
Or you know what? No, the new driver stickers, bro. There's new driver stickers everywhere, and it's always like a 40-year-old Indian or a 40-year-old Asian dude just driving 10 under the fucking speed limit. And every time I see him, it's kind of bad because now I'm like, I get more aggressive whenever I see that fucking sticker.
Can you give us an example of a reaction that you say?
Oh, I don't say anything. It's just I more just like act like an asshole on the road. I'm not patient.
We know that. All right, Trek, finish us off like you always do. Finish us.
I'll go ahead and go with probably when you have to take a shit but you can't. Like, you know, when you're just like trying to get some of that shit out and it's like it's just not coming. So it's like you go lay down and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna come back 5 minutes later and hit that again and it's still not coming, bro.
Dude, you could be like Agjack and just push way too hard and give yourself hemorrhoids.
Well, there's something to be said about that because, like, think about it, dude. Like, just like slow internet, you're trying to do something that's like rudimentary in your day and you just can't do it. And it's like, it gets in your head because you're like, I just want to do this thing so I can move on with my day, but I can't. So then it takes longer.
Are you veins popping, pushing that hard, or like?
Hey, you got a squatty potty, Agjack?
I do in my room. Like, no, this doesn't happen to me that often. Like, I don't find myself. I will say, this is the situation where that happens the most often. If you have an early flight and you drink coffee and you're like, it's going to be like a 3-4 hour flight and you're like, I don't want to take a shit on the plane, but I know I'm going to have to poop because I drank coffee. And you try to poop in the airport while the plane is boarding and you know the plane's boarding and you're sitting in the stall just like, fuck, dude, I need to squeeze this out. That right there.
You just gotta.
I would argue that taking a dump on the plane is actually superior to dumping it in an airport.
Do you shit on a plane?
Yeah, all the time. In the
I
bathroom.
think I've only shit on a plane once.
Dude, the airport bathrooms are some of the most disgusting places on the planet of Earth.
Disagree. Some of them over here are pretty nice.
Some of them are nice, but like
You don't get club lounge access, bro?
No, some of them are very nice, but like you end up in like the Chicago airport. Hell no, bro. It is filthy in there.
Why would you say that, Billy?
What?
Why Chicago specifically? What about Chicago so different than other airports?
Have you been to Chicago airport? It's the worst airport in the
Whoa!
country.
People that annoy you.
Honorable mention, I'm going to go with the Shrek remake. I can't wait till the place gets bullied enough that they change him back to normal.
And that's definitely happening too.
Yeah, it has to, bro. There's an outrage.
I don't understand why they even try to change it in the first place.
I actually thought that was fake. I need to lock in on that. I thought I did not.
It's probably like a marketing ploy, I would guess.
Any other honorable mentions? I'm going to put when the DoorDash guy cannot find your house for some reason. I think that is unbelievable.
What are you saying about DoorDash people?
Dude, I totally fucking agree with you. I'm in a house, bro.
This guy dropped it off in an alley like a block and a half away. I was like, how could you possibly have thought this is the right place? And like, why did you just leave it like in a rogue spot? So, yeah, that shit pisses me off.
Was it pretty bad weather, bro? Is that why you decided to order it?
It was a sunny day. It was fucking Chick-fil-A. And luckily I got that shit for free and then found it like an hour later, walking around the neighborhood looking for a DoorDash.
It was just like on the sidewalk?
It literally was on top of somebody's fence. Who the hell would who would put that there? This is insane.
Dude, to be fair, your house is kind of like, oh wait, actually no, I haven't been to your new house.
No, it was the old house though. I agree.
Yeah, no,
it could be hard to find, but like, why would you leave it on top of someone's fence? That's insane. Also, secondarily, adding on to this honorable mention, when the DoorDash driver just steals your shit, just says, you know what, bro, this actually is looking kind of good. I'm just gonna log off for the day. That happened to me, and I wanted to literally kill myself.
I mean, that would be the best way to end your shift if you were one of those people.
It was midnight. I had ordered like hella food. I had just got there to Chicago for work. Bro drove right past the hotel and kept going. Just went home. Just straight out bounced. I watched his dot just leave, and then it just said order canceled. And I was like,
Chicago again, bro. What could you?
I know, dude.
Tell
I
us a
know.
little
There's
bit
something.
more?
I'm not saying anything, but it happened.
What's the correlation between stealing and people in Chicago?
We should talk about this.
Yeah, I'm actually all set on.
Why are you guys making it weird? Just a podcast. We're supposed to have conversations. All right. I think the last thing was, what's peeving Cowdog? Cowdog's not with us tonight because he's moving at 9:50 at night, 9:50 p.m. in Texas. He's moving. Why is he moving, you ask? Should we dox him? He just got engaged to his longtime boyfriend.
To Harold.
Wow. What's the score of the Texas game, Shrek?
62-52.
Shit.
12 minutes left.
That's within striking range.
You're down horrendous. Yeah, Harold and Cowdog finally making it happen. Good for them.
They had to,
Yeah, no, super
they had to do
excited.
it before Trump outlawed the gay marriage.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
beat the buzzer. It's big. They say
Yeah,
if you're
we're-
engaged, you actually can get married whenever. It's like a grandfathered in kind of thing.
It's my first gay wedding that I'm going to be attending, but I'm definitely excited for Cowdog.
Yeah.
Dude, same. I've never been to a gay wedding either.
Okay. I can't do this.
We didn't talk about Luca though, or did we? Maybe we did.
Oh yeah, that should have been what's cooking. Luca's gone. LeBron's about to win number 5 too. I can feel it. I can taste it.
Maybe Luca was our last podcast.
What is it? Cowdog Clay. The wedding's gonna be gay. Horses eat hay. Lakers in 5. I just cooked that off the dome right there.
What in 5?
Lakers in 5, bro. Fucking understand pop culture for once.
I don't know, man.
I mean, feel free anyone to come up with a rebuttal one, but probably not. That's what we're throwing out there.
You watch the NBA, bro?
It's literally 3 rhyming sentences. Lakers in 5. You could pick. You could do anything.
All right, so that's probably it. We'll probably, hopefully, be back. Let's get to the second weekend, boys. If we get to the second weekend, it's a successful season, right?
Agree.
It's
No,
a
agree.
successful season if we win.
Nah, we gotta win.
No,
You gotta
get to
get to this week.
I kind of agree. It's like not embarrassing as long as we win one game,
Yes, exactly.
but it would be a successful season if we at least got to the Sweet 16.
House money if we get to the second weekend. And the rumors that Buzz was going to leave and take the Indiana job got squashed. Sorry to put this at the end of the podcast. Indiana hired their coach. There are rumors that Buzz is going to go to Texas. I say take him.
Thank you guys.